Hi, it's Nat at Black Cat Crafts. Today I'm doing day number 5, and this is the little spider of the Spellbinders 13 Days of Craftoween. I've been playing with this. I love it. You can just add it to different cards and bits and bobs, and I'm going to show you how to make a card, and it is this one. It's like a book style card, sort of opens up like that. Try to keep it a little bit more simple today, so I'm going to show you how to make that. So you will need a card base. This is white cardstock and it measures 12 by 4 1/4, and then I've just scored it at 4 1/2 and 6 along the 12-inch side. So we're gonna go over our score lines, and then that one goes back, so you can crease your lines there. And then we're going to pop a little bit of glue down there so that sticks. Fold that over. I'm just going to pop that down like that. And then I've got some black cardstock, and this measures 4 1/8 by 1 3/4. No, it doesn't. It measures 4 1/8 by 1 3/8 actually. And then I've got another piece that measures 4 1/8 by 4 3/8. So we're going to stick that down. And we'll pop a little bit of glue on there. That can go over your little bit there. And we'll pop that down. Yeah, everybody's finished now with their 13 days of Craftoween. They've done everything. It's really fabulous seeing everybody's creations. Honestly, it's brilliant. It just gives you so much more inspiration, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm buzzing. You just have so many ideas. I just need to get it all out and create. Okay, so we've got our black. And then I have some DSP that will measure 1 1/8 by 3 7/8. That's going to go there. And I've got a piece that measures 4 1/8 by 3 7/8. That's going to go there. I'm using, again, I have used this before. We've got a shop called The Range. We've just got one in where we live. And I found this paper pack. It's all got Halloween. They don't do an awful lot in the UK papercraft wise, so you really have to hunt for the stuff, but yeah, I quite like this one. So I'm using some of that on my card, but before I do that, I'm just going to go over the edges with some black Memento ink. I'm just going to go around the edges of my DSP. Like so. I'll pop that there, and I'll just pop a little bit on there as well. After all, we're making a Halloween card, so it's got to be a little bit. And I'm going to stick those down. We'll pop a little bit of glue on there. Oh dear, dogs are barking. I think somebody's outside. My washing machine's gone quiet now. Crikey. That's the last thing I want to do, is get a new washing machine before Christmas. It really does sound like it's going to blooming take off. Okay, gotta stick that down on there. Like that. Okay, so we're going to do the sentiment. I'm using, from the stamp set that come in the set, the Happy Halloween. So to do that, I have some black and white. So the white piece measures 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then I've got a piece of black that's 5/8 by 2 5/8. So we're going to do some heat embossing. So I got my little a Stampin' Buddy. And then I've got my Versamark ink. Oh, that's Willow that you could probably hear. Garden House. And we'll stamp that on our piece of black. And then I have some white heat embossing powder. This is the Stampin' Up one that I've still got left. You know what, I'm going to use my tweezers. Did you see my nails as well? How fab are they? Ah, trying to get all Halloween. I'm not sure how long they're going to stay on. They're only like a stick-on that I found. But I thought I'd give it a go. Okay, there's our Happy Halloween. I'll sort that out later. I've got our heat tool. I'm just going to heat emboss that. Like so. Okay. So we're going to stick our black piece onto our white, and then I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals. So we just pop that down there. Make sure that's dry. Not quite sure what's going on outside. Like so. And I'm going to pop that up. With a couple of dimensionals. We'll stick that on our card. We'll pop that just in the middle there. Okay, now we need to do our centre. And I've got some layering circles. The big one probably measures about 2.5, and the smaller one is about 1 3/4. So I've cut that out. I've got a black piece and I've got a purple piece. With the purple, I've embossed it with the spiderweb embossing folder. So I'm going to stick that onto there, like that. And then we're going to do our spider. I've got all my little bits and bobs here. I try to be a little bit organised. Oh, there's the hat. Okay, so you get 3 pieces. So you've got the white piece to go at the back, then I've cut a black, and then I've done a grey to go on the top. So we will get some glue on there. Like so. We'll pop that onto our white. He's just so easy to put together, and he's just really cute with his little hat as well. You could do your spider any colour. And then we've got our grey, and then that shows the little eyes through. They're so cute. And then we've got some legs. So we'll pop his legs on, they go around the back. Pop a little bit of glue on there. And then that just sits on top. I'll do the other side. I'm just trying to do a video before my husband comes home. I've got my boys at college. He started back to college yesterday. He's doing a welding course. Come home, love him yesterday, saying he's done a bit welding. My daughter's at work, my son's at work. I'm off today. It's lovely. I've got a list as long as my arm though. There's always something to do indoors. So I was like, no, house to myself. I'll do a little video first. So there's our little spider. Then I've cut his hat out. I'll I'll pop that little bit on there. So I've done a darker shade of purple just to go on the top there. And then we'll pop a little bit of glue on his hat. And I'm just going to pop that off to the side. Like that. And then we're going to pop him up on some dimensionals. Let's do a couple of those. And he's just going to sit on our layering circles. We'll pop him about there. Like that. Now what I've done is I've got loads of ribbon. My lovely friend Sandra gave me some pieces of ribbon that I've sort of chopped up, and all Halloween colours, fabulous oranges and blacks and all the yummy stuff. So what I've got is I've got some glue dots. So I'm going to just pop a couple down there, just in the centre. And I'm going to stick my pieces of ribbon down. I'll pop another one there. We'll pop our bigger pieces of ribbon. Any ribbon that you've got, we've all got bits and bobs that we need to use up, and I just thought this was a good idea, just to start using pieces up. And I'm just laying them down, no particular order. I'll pop another one there, just so they all stick down. We'll have a purple one, we'll have a little bit of sparkly. Let's have another glue dot in the middle there. Some of that as well, like so. I think that should be all right. And then I'm just going to chop off the ends, just so they're not going over my card. And then with our circle, I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals. So if he's going to sit there, we want some either side. So I'll pop some either side so it sits over our ribbon. Like so. I'm really wary of my nails as well. I'm just waiting for them to just peel off. But they looked fun for a little while anyway. So he's just going to sit on top there. And that's our book style card. That's what I've done that with. Also done this one as well. So I've got two spiders. This was a die set from Stampin' Up. And I've just popped a little bit of blending over there. So that's that one. And I've also done, I also did this little flag. Again, I mean, I've got a lot of felt left over, so I was like, I'm going to give it a go. And these dies work really well. It's not a very thick felt, but I also use the Creeping It Real. That is from, that's from a Tim Holtz. Oh, this is the Vault Seasonal Sketch, and it's got the lettering on it, and they cut out really nice as well. So I think I'm going to paint this black and maybe put some ribbon hanging down, and then I've just sort of popped a little bit of felt over just to stick it to my dowel. I thought that was really cute. So I think I might make some more of these, because I've got a couple of craft fairs coming up So I like to do a bit of Halloween and Christmas. So I might see if I can make some of these and see if I can sell them. I don't know, kids might like them. If not, they'll just be scattered around my house. Okay, so thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be again on Sunday with day 6. Okay, thank you, bye.